Hey everybody, I wanted to do this video because I left out some important information from my last tumbling video that I wanted to share with you guys today, and some other tips that I've learned, and show you my fresh batch of tumbled rocks that I just got done, and show you the beautiful shine they got here in front of me, as you can see. But first off, I want to say a few tips. So I never mentioned how long I tumble my rocks in stages 2 through 4. And that's very, very important if you're wanting to get this kind of a shine off your stones. You're gonna need to follow this method. And anyway, this is my method. But for stage 2, which is your medium, you're going to want to, or I roll for 10 days. 10 days. And then for stage 3, I roll for 12 days. Your pre-polish for 12 days. And then my stage 4, your polish stage, I roll mine for 14 days minimum in polish. It's very, very important. I mean, that's like the key in a rotary tumbler to getting a good polish, is the longer in polish, the better. Now, I've been told that you can go, I bumped my camera. You can go a step further and use cerium oxide after your polish stage. So this would be a stage 5, I guess. And go a week or 2 with cerium oxide and get even better of a polish. I have not tried that myself, but I've been told it works very well if you're really, really wanting just even better of a shine, or maybe you're not getting a good one for some reason with the polish you're using. But anyways, another thing about the cerium oxide, another tip, is if you're rolling obsidian, I've been told to use cerium oxide. Works very, very well to polish your obsidian. Another thing I also just recently learned about obsidian is you're going to want to polish your obsidian for at least 1 month. At least. I have been working on a batch that has not been very successful, so I'm going to try either this cerium oxide in it, or I'm going to try polishing it for a whole month in polish, and then if I'm still not happy with that, I'm going to move to the cerium oxide. So hopefully those of you out there trying to polish obsidian, that's a good tip for you guys. And when I am done with my polish stage after the 14 days, I'll open it up and take one stone out, clean it off, check it out, see if it's got the polish, the shine I want. If it doesn't, throw it back in for another few days, check it every few days, or just another week. You're not gonna lose a lot of material at this point in polish. So the longer in polish, the better, and your polish grit only gets better the more you use it. And you can use your polish grit up to 4 times before really needing to change it out, I guess. But one of the things I wanted to mention, another thing I wanted to mention, is why I use the pre-polished Lortone. I'm sure there's other brands out there, but why I use Lortone's grit is they use aluminum oxide for pre-polish and polish. And it's not that you can't get a good polish using other people's who use silicon carbide. But the difference between the two is, as aluminum oxide breaks down, it rounds as it breaks down, kind of like your your stones here. As it tumbles, it just rounds down and down and down and down and down and down, keeping a nice rounded edge as it's rounding down and breaking down. Now your silicon carbide, as it breaks down, it actually breaks and can leave, and has little sharp edges when it breaks. So it could leave a duller result, which doesn't mean you can't get a good result. You just, I assume you'll probably have to roll even longer in polish to get this kind of a result. And I already tumble so long as it is that I don't want that. So, and I've had the best of luck when I've moved to using this only, and I really highly believe it has to do with that. So that's why that's important for me anyway to use in my tumbling. And I also wanted to say that in that last video I said I've never used ceramic beads and polish. Well, these ones I used ceramic beads. Those ceramic beads that I used went through every stage except for coarse, pretty much. So it was already, those ceramic beads were already nicely rounded. I went ahead and tried it out and used it in my polish stage, and I think it was just fine. I did have plastic in as well, but I just wanted to let you guys know, just for reference, that obviously you can definitely use ceramic beads and get good results. So anyways, I just wanted to share these as well to show you this is the shine that you can get using the method that I showed you in my last video and the tips from this one. It's very important. That coarse stage obviously is very important, but the 10 days in medium, 12 days in fine, and 14 in polish is really the key for a rotary tumbler to get this kind of a shine. And I want to also add, this has not been burnished whatsoever. This is just after 2 weeks in polish, and oh my gosh, couldn't be happier. Could not be happier with the results. So I probably have fingerprints all over this now, but so you can get a great shine. Beautiful Montana here, and piece. Look at that. Yeah. So here's that one I found in Seebeck. Really pretty, and you're gonna get cracks like that unless you take the time to really either tumble it in coarse longer or trim it out with the trim saw, or you're just gonna have to get rid of it, or it's gonna be there. So that's another tip, is like this one, I didn't want to lose any more color on it because I really like the color, the pinky color in this one. So I just accepted it as it was. It had a lot of natural fractures all the way throughout anyway, and I just knew I was going to end up with that pitting and those cracks anyway. And so just know that going in, that if you don't get those out, you're going to get that, but you could still get, as you can see, a beautiful shine. So probably show you this last one here, just to show you guys some of these really turned out really pretty, and I love this one. Love that one, even though it's a little guy. But anyway, okay, maybe one more. How about that Montana, huh? Beautiful. So it can be done, everyone, with those steps. Anyways, that was my latest awesome tumble, and hope that helps you all to get a great tumble yourself. So thank you guys all for watching, and happy tumbling out there.